Hello and welcome to League One playoff predictions for the first leg. We've got Wycombe versus Charlton and Stockport taking on Leyton Orient. So, this should be an interesting playoffs. This is definitely the most intriguing out of the three playoffs in the EFL that are going on. So, let's just jump straight into these predictions for the Sky Bet League One playoff first legs. So the first game is on at 12:30 on Saturday, where Leyton Orient entertain Stockport County. Now, Dave Challinger's side are in really, really good form, but so are Leyton Orient. It's the battle of the two momentum teams in the playoffs coming together as Stockport take on Leyton Orient in this one. Leyton Orient with a 4-1 win over Huddersfield on the final day. Stockport beating Wycombe away from home 3-1. Probably Wycombe are the least favourites out of these sides to go into the playoff final, of course. Stockport, 3 wins on the bounce for them, 5 wins on the bounce for Leyton. It would be 5 wins if Stockport didn't draw at Peterborough. Head-to-heads highlight: Leyton Orient beat Stockport in League One back in September by 4-1. Stockport beating them on their own patch, so 1-0. So the head-to-heads have it. It's a fairly even game, and at each of their own places, the away side seems to beat them. So maybe we could see Stockport County get the job done over Richie Wellens' Leyton Orient side. And if they can keep Kelman and Donnelly quiet, I cannot see Stockport. I cannot see Leyton Orient winning this game. I just think Stockport, I think they'll have a bit too much quality in this one if they can keep them two main quiet. But it's really hard to. Leyton Orient on brilliant form at the moment. They are the most informed team coming into the playoffs out of all of the four sides. Wycombe and Charlton be the least two form sides in there. So one team out of form. Charlton still finished the season relatively strong, but a team that could be mini out of form will make the playoff final, of course. Second leg is on Wednesday, the 14th of May, so that is in a week's time. Although in this one, I'm going to back Leyton Orient just to get over the line. I'm going to back Leyton Orient by 2-1 in this one. I just think they've got the momentum. I just think Stockport maybe a bit lacklustre. Haven't been going. I know they've been winning games, but they haven't been exactly thrashing teams. Huddersfield, they came back in late minutes, as well as Lincoln as well. So I'm going back Leyton Orient to win this 2-1 at home and take a lead to Edgeley Park next Wednesday. The next and final game is Wycombe against Charlton Athletic. Charlton beating Burton on the final day. Wrexham beating them beforehand to ruin their automatic hopes. Wycombe, you would say, have done really poorly, losing 3 on the bounce. Yes, they have. Losing to Charlton 4-0 at home. Only scoring 1 goal in them 3 games, losing to Stockport and Leyton Orient as well. Wycombe. Yes, they lost those 3 games in a row, but it is against teams in and around them. But I just don't think they're going to have enough hope to win the playoffs. I just think that second of Bluefield, bringing Mike Dodds in, it wasn't. He's not really a coach, is he? But he's done okay since he's come in. They're not a playoff side, but they are in and around there. And now, would it be funny, could Wycombe get promoted while Matt Bluefield is stuck in League One with Luton next season? This should be an interesting one. Head-to-head show. Charlton absolutely battered them a couple of weeks ago on Easter Monday, didn't they? 4-0, and they beat them back in December. Charlton have overall a better head-to-head record against Wycombe anyway. A couple of draws in there back in 2022 and 2023 in League One. Wycombe been there for a few years now after their little spell in the Championship. Where they went straight down in lockdown season. Charlton looking to return to the Championship after a few, since 2019, I think that's when they were last relegated. They'll be looking for a quick return to the Championship, as I just said. Charlton won 7 head-to-heads against Wycombe, 3 wins for Wycombe, 2 draws in there. Form has Charlton on it as well, apart from that little brief incident at Wrexham 3-0. Wycombe have lost their last 3 matches. Charlton have won the previous 2 matches against Wycombe. I'm going to back I think it's going to be tight. I'm going to back a 0-0. I know that may sound a bit silly, but yeah. I can see a 0-0. I can see Wycombe trying to make it tight. They always do at home most of the time, apart from the losses to Charlton and Stockport recently. So I could definitely see them getting absolutely turned over here, but could also see them scrapping a 1-0 win out and taking something to the Valley. But yeah, I'm going to back a 0-0 in this one. I just think it'd be a bit boring, a bit cagey, and yeah. I'm going Wycombe 0, Charlton 0 in this first leg of the playoffs. Thank you very much for watching this prediction for the first legs. We will be back with League 2 tomorrow. Yeah, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Also, 96% of you aren't subscribed, so don't forget to hit that subscribe button when you are watching. Yeah, apart from that, thank you all for watching, and the League One predictions review will be out at the weekend. I will get that done. It just takes forever to edit. So yeah, hopefully you will give that a good watch when it comes out. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I'll speak to you all on the next one.